I'm not gonna lie, I'm a super big nerd for school supplies. Paper products, stationery, pens, paper, planners, that's what I was trying to say. School supplies, like I love it all so much. So we wanted to show you guys, because I get this question asked a lot, what supplies are needed for K12 or doing school at home? Like what kind of stuff do I recommend? We got this stuff at Target. Yeah, that was the toaster. So we got this stuff at Target, and they also have some cool like classroom stuff at the dollar spot. So these are the things that the kids use. And bear in mind, this is like our 7th year. This will be our 7th year with K12. So these are the things that we have found that are necessary and that just kind of help the year along. So show me what you got.
Okay, so first we have this amazing, beautiful pencil case, and it's a little French bulldog, and I love the purple, and it's so cute.
Baby Yoda is so cute, and there was only one left, so we had to snatch that up.
Yeah.
Well, I got Tag these 2 folders to put in a binder for whenever we travel, because we do travel quite a bit. We're on the go. So I thought that would help for keeping track of stuff instead of bringing like a whole science workbook. We can put a couple of science worksheets in there and like some math and just take that instead of all the books. So that's why he got those. There, of course, a lot of this stuff is optional. You really just need the basics, but this helps us stay organized. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. We got a ruler for both the kids, and I actually really like these. I don't know if you guys have had this problem with young kids, but the plastic ones tend to snap and break. Like we are forever having broken ones. Please don't snap that one. That one's not rubber, but this one is rubber. You can basically bend it in half, which is really nice. And I like that you can still see through them because it helps whenever you're trying to like draw lines or trace things. So we got the ruler, which is very good to have for math and science. Like I've said before, I like having a binder for every subject except for handwriting. And we did get the UB, so that means that we buy one and they give one to a child in need, which is really awesome. So the dollar spot also had dry erase boards like this. They had this kind, and then the back of it is actually a grid. Can you flip that over, buddy? So the dry erase boards are really good for the younger grades whenever they're working on like phonics and reading skills and spelling. We really like using those. They will send you some in the phonics kit if you're in kindergarten or 1st grade, but if you're beyond that, they don't send you a dry erase board. So it's just good to have one. You can also do math on it. Like, I don't know, they're just really useful. So we found those and we like to have them around, and we also have dry erase markers.
Oh, and then there.
And you guys also need stuff like markers. We have those. We didn't have to buy any this time. Colored pencils, which are here, organized by cool and warm colors because I'm kind of a spaz like that.
Lovely.
Again, we got UB highlighters, and everybody needs a pair of scissors as well. That there's like, you know, different things to cut for like science or art. We'll have the regular UB pencils to write with. UB school supplies are really good quality, so it's worth the money. Especially knowing that you give back. And you also need glue sticks, and I'll be writing this list down below in the comments so that you guys can see that and just have that for your reference, because the list that they post on their website is exhaustive, and it even has like household items that you need for the science experiments and everything, and that can be a little overwhelming. I just like to get that kind of stuff as I go. So this is the main school supplies that you need. So that's pretty much what Tag uses and what they use together. Now, the only difference with middle school is I have heard that some kids... Oh, that is soft. Whenever you enter middle school, you don't really need a lot of extra stuff. You just kind of need the basics, but there are a couple of things that are different. So we got Lucy a couple more composition notebooks because we have heard that some kids like to use those instead of binders. So I just thought we'll try out both. We'll just kind of see how the year goes and see which one she prefers, because she will be a little bit more in charge of her own school stuff because of the way middle school is set up. And since she will be taking care of a lot of her own like school management, we got her this planner, and it's different. I'm totally addicted to Happy Planner, but I saw the front of this one and it's just so Lucy. Throw kindness like around like confetti. And like if you pass Lucy on the street and she sees you and she likes your shirt or she thinks your hair looks pretty, she will tell you, and it will make your day.
Know.
Yeah, she's just so sweet like that. Like everybody always, that's the first thing they say is that Lucy is so kind. So that's basically it, guys. You need the basic school supplies. For middle school, I'm told that you at this point do not need a scientific calculator. So that's nice. At least so far, that's what I've been told, is that you don't need really anything different for middle school than you did for elementary school. It's really just like a lot of basic materials. So that's kind of what we're going with. And we got some cool stuff from the Target dollar spot. Michael's has a lot of cool school stuff too. I think places are doing more because they know that more people are having to stay home. So we got this dry erase board to share with everybody. These are some things that will hang up throughout the room, and these are really cool. I will show you guys whenever we do our room tour here in just a few minutes how we're going to use these.
Welcome to our schoolroom, people.
Welcome to our schoolroom.
Okay, so this is our schoolroom, and we don't have everything out because we haven't gotten our materials. So some of this stuff is just kind of filler, but we wanted to show you guys how we organize everything and just give you a little updated tour. It's not that different from before. So every room in our house has a Disney theme, and the theme for the schoolroom is Meet the Robinsons because it's all about progress and inventing things and family. So we just thought that that was like kind of perfect. So I have this bulletin board, like a little cork board that I painted. I got that from the Target dollar spot, and it just has some Meet the Robinsons pictures on it. And this is like the theme for doing school at home sometimes.
It's been a long, hard day full of emotional turmoil and dinosaur fights.
Yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny and perfect. So we have, this is Tag's desk. You want to show us around?
Yes, this is my thingy art set thing, whatever it is.
Yeah, so this is Tag's cart that he has his supplies, not for school stuff, but just for, he does have his pencil box, but he has the things that he likes to build and make things and draw pictures and stuff. So he has a lot of items in there. We do have index cards for both of the kids in those little boxes. Index cards are really good for like vocabulary and spelling words. He has a handwriting book. Handwriting Without Tears is way better. That's what K12 used to use, and we do not use their Zane Blosser books. I'll just say that right now. We stick with Handwriting Without Tears because that's what occupational therapists use. So I'm really not sure why K12 switched. We have, this globe is really cool, guys. This was my mom's, and I don't know if you can see right here, but it says the Soviet Union on it, which doesn't exist anymore. So that's just really cool. It's an antique. Now in his drawers we keep, oh, this looks really messy. It did not look messy before. But rulers, some chalk, crayons, glue, just a little bit of everything, and index cards, a little bit of everything that he might need. In each drawer, what we normally do is each drawer is a subject. So this just has his folders in it right now, but this might be for history. And then this one might have his like science books or spelling. And then we keep the binders for all the subjects in the big drawer. Yoga ball chair. Oh yeah, so like this might have his math book in it. This one was from a previous year. And I also put a couple of like math worksheets to work on the basics because it's always good to review those. And then this is Tag's phonics drawer. He has a continual phonics program that he has to work through, so that's why he still has phonics stuff in here, whereas normally a rising third grader probably wouldn't. This, I am so proud of this board, guys. K12 sends you a progress like chart, but it doesn't cover all the subjects. I think it covers the language arts courses plus one. And I wanted to have a chart for everything and not just the ELA courses. So, and I wanted them to match. I came up with this, and I just wrote this on here to show you how it goes. Since we don't have their materials, I can't fill this in yet, but basically it'll have every course, and then it'll have the number of units on it, and then we'll mark off like as we complete a unit. This way the kids can really see every day like a visual representation of how far they've come. I feel like that's really important in staying motivated, so that's why we have that. And I'll post a picture right here of the setup that I used to have for that. Doing it on one board was a lot quicker than cutting out all those little squares. So this is a shared shelf for both of the kids. So this shared shelf has science, and then it'll have their math things and art supplies. They each have a shelf for that. And then there's like the crayons and highlighters and glue sticks and things that they share. This is Tag's binder for OT. And I also made this for him to help with reading and sight words. It's sight word worksheets, but they're in these pocket protectors. So he actually writes on these with dry erase markers, and then he can erase it, and he can use it as many times as he wants instead of having to print a million things. So I really like that for like reading and math, things that you need to repeat a lot of stuff. This is where we store a lot of their ELA books, like for literature. And then we have our printer. And Luce, let's take a look at your setup.
Okay, so.
So she has like some rulers, the
Protractor.
for math, and some extra flashcards too, like with the US presidents, multiplication, division, just to practice like the basics.
Yeah.
She also has index cards, her pencils. This year in 6th grade, during the second semester, they have to read The Secret Garden. So she has actually read part of that already. She has some of her books that she likes and a map of the world. And we're also going to include Number the Stars and The Giver this year for her reading, because she's at that age where that's who those books were written for, and the characters are around her age. So we really feel like it's important to include those classics. So we'll be including that. And then she does have some folders too for her binders. She has a drawer for the binders as well. And then yeah, we'll move this notebook paper into the binders, and this will, this could have like her history books or whatever. And then
cursive
handwriting to make sure we get that down. I do like that K12 teaches that, or at least they did. They switched away from handwriting without tears, so I don't actually know if 4th graders and 5th graders get that now. This has her French workbook. This is not a K12 thing. We're doing this in Muzzy on our own. Yeah, this is from Target, but we're doing the Muzzy program for French. And then she has some dry erase boards and some other workbooks just to practice the basics. And so these are the labels that I got that I wanted to show you guys. You can label like every drawer so that kids know where to find things. I think that's really good for like elementary school and middle school, just to help them like stay organized. And this has composition notebooks, but that will be a subject once we get the actual materials in. Once we get the actual materials in from K12, then those drawers will kind of be a little bit different, but we just wanted to show you a basic idea of how we set up our schoolroom.
And this map is also states.
Oh yeah, it does have both. They send you a map that has one side all of the states because you need that for certain courses, and then the world map as well. Yeah, so this is Lucy's art cart with her supplies that are not for school stuff.
So thank you so much for watching our video, and we hope that you enjoyed it. And remember to thumbs up and subscribe, and subscribe for more content, that is, I meant. And just remember that your life matters to us so much.
Yes.